Okay, so we will just begin. Maybe a few people will come up, it's fine, you know. I'm Kama, I work for TEH84. I'm the network manager, so I'm in contact with Misha, who did the program, the meeting here, and all the other partners that do the meetings. And I also have Gerard here. He's from we call it the executive committee. It's like the board. The board consists of members, representatives of member centers. And I also have Amelie, who's also from the executive committee, Raine, and Luca, and Chrissy works also for TEH84. Okay, let's go. So, we're a network that was founded 34 years ago in Brussels. By then, it was 7 European centers that got together. So, they teamed up with like Milkweg in Amsterdam, and now, 34 years later, this is a photo of Milkweg today. So they grew, the network grew a lot, because now we are like 64 members, and we also have associates, 22 of them, so we're almost 100 centers involved. This is from Capli, I believe. Okay, so I will give it to Gerard to tell about the mission, and you have to speak in this one because they are recording it. So.
I thought I had a little bit more time. No. Welcome, everybody. My name is Gerard. I'm from P60, Amsterdam. One of the members since 2004. We are a member, and I'm president of the board since the last meeting in Pula, in Croatia. Very nice that so many new people are turning up here and interested in this beautiful network, which is already existing 33 years. This is already the 84 meeting in Izona. Thank you for having us here. And this is the first meeting very far away in the east, the most east meeting in the history of Trans-Europe Halls. It was started by a few centers of 6 or 7 in 1980. What was it? 5, 7, 3, 4? And at that time, it was all kinds of members connected who were old buildings, giving a new cultural destination. That was where it started with. Now, these days, there are also centers who are in brand new centers, but still most of the centers, like here, they are located in heritage buildings. And that was why it was set up many, many years ago. Now it's more a huge sharing community, because we have, I think, how many members we have now? 83, around 90 members from nearly 27 countries. And the big aim is to work together, to learn from each other, to exchange projects, to get inspired, to walk away from this kind of meetings with this feeling from, wow, took a lot of me in my luggage, and I really can do a lot with it when I'm coming back to the center, and I really want to start new kind of projects and collaborations with other members. Of course, arts and cultures is the most connecting part in all this between us. Some centers, they are only doing music. There are centers who are doing drama, theater, visual arts. Most centers are multidisciplinary. They are doing a lot of different things together. So all the centers are divided, quite different, but connected in their love for power of arts and culture. I also have to say that all the members also have in common that they started by a citizens' initiative. So it started by an initiative of citizens and artists. So it was not arranged, or it's not a part of a local community, of a government. This is also the connection between all the members together. 90.
This slide just reflects that we did a survey last year. We tried to find out how many cultural centers are there, in fact. And this was spread randomly, so there could be more, and it was mostly from Europe, the answers, I think. And immediately we found this number, and now it's way beyond 1,000. So there are lots of centers around, and maybe some of them will join Transeuropean at some point. Okay. Yeah, here comes the criteria. Do you want to?
The criteria to be member of a Transeuropean. I told already a little bit about it. This is it's an independent center, not for profit, as the first aim. And it started as a citizens' initiative, and it has a legal structure, mostly foundations, non-governmental organizations. It is independent, that means free in the choice of which artistic things you are programming in your venue. So it's not depending on what funders or governments or local cities are saying to you what you have to do in your center. So it's cultural independent. User-friendly buildings, that's what I said, mostly in heritage, old heritage building, but some centers are also now in brand new centers, but are subscribing the originally IDs. They have mostly high quality artistic program. I know if you are talking with artists, you start a discussion about what is high quality artistic program. You can have discussions for hours about that. And it has a regional significance of awareness of contemporary culture. Of course, to be also aware of social and political aspects for cultural actions, that does not mean that we are a political organization. We also had in the past quite a lot of discussions about that, but our centers are so different. So if we act on a political level, it's because we are supporting the culture to keep the culture in the centers alive. We are never doing anything to say something about culture in generally. So because in this way we are too different in this thing. Next. This is a little bit about the governance. How is it organized? We have 2 meetings. We call it the spring meeting. This is a big meeting with a conference, very serious, mostly also around 200, 250 participants, with all kinds of workshops and sessions and that kind of things. And we have the camp meeting. This is a camp meeting, and camp meeting is more an internal Transeuropean meeting. This is where the centers and the members are sharing projects together, are talking with each other to build up projects. In the camp meeting, a lot in the past, a lot of projects has been started because some members gathering together to do a common, by example, Erasmus application, or to share European volunteer service, or to be part in Creative Europe and sign together an application. This is mostly happening in this kind of meetings. But also exchange of artists, also exchange of visual arts, also exchange of all kinds of other ideas, staff exchange and that kind of things. The board, the executive committee, some of them are here. We will introduce them in the meeting at 2 o'clock, everybody. Is the deciding decision organ. We're coming together, we have mostly once a month a Skype meeting about daily issues. But of course we got it's not so much work because we have a great office with, I think now 6 people, 4, 5, 6 people there working there. And it's in Lund, in Sweden. So they are doing most of the work and they help the executive committee. So but sometimes you have to make decisions for policy or which applications are we going to do on to the European Union, that kind of things. And with the advice, after the advice of the office, the executive committee makes a decision. Next. The General Assembly, that is which will happening always on the last day of the meeting. So this is on Saturday, then all the members are together, and all the members who paid their annual fee, they can vote and on the decisions which are proposed by the executive committee with after talks with the office. So this is the decision. 2 times a year there is the General Assembly who makes the decisions.
So this is just to say that what is Transkøberg? Yes, it's all the members, it's all the people, it's all the incredible things they're doing around in their centers. So here's just some photos to give it a more picture in your head. What is a cultural center? So this is one in Žilina in Slovakia. They built this thing underneath the bridge. Here they're building it. They took the space and built it. This is a synagogue they are renovating, same city, same people, party inside. Now we are in Kapeli. It's built, sorry, it's underground. Now we're in Kapeli in Finland. Village Underground is London. Also Kapeli. Now we're in Berlin, how Uferfabrik looks in Berlin. Another view of them. Again, we're back in London. We could rearrange those slides, I guess. More P60, where Gerard is from. Inside. This is in Italy, Otsu. This is a Pogon in Croatia. And this is in Lviv, here in Ukraine. Gem factory. Here's how they are planning to make it look, I think. Yeah. So yes, I mean, all the centers do have all art or are multidisciplinary, in spite of phrasing it a little bit different. But the thing is, of course, that some centers focus more on some art form than others. So you can see visual art, nearly all the centers have, and it's because it's really kind of easy to have an exhibition space and put some art there. And then music's very high. Performing arts, film, it goes, but lots of different things going on in our centers. The meetings, you already mentioned a bit, and you're all here, so you will experience these meetings. This is a camp meeting, and the conferences, like Gerard also said, are bigger, and we advertise them to everybody, so they're open. Again, meeting P60. Okay, now we have also projects, several of them funded by the EU. So I will give the word again to you, say just a few words about Factories of Imagination, because you will hear more later.
Factories of Imagination is the new network grant Trans-Europe got from the EU. It will start, it starts this year, 2017, and will go on for 4 years. This means all kind of, this is with some programs where Trans-Europe is partner, we call it projects, like Creative Lenses and other projects, but this is a network program. So this is not this is our program for the next 4 years. So it means that it is very important that all of us, all the members, take as much as effort out of it as possible. There are a lot of possibilities. We will explain later in the bigger meeting the details about this. And I just want to, I forgot something from, because you might think, maybe there are newcomers here and think from, I'm also here just to see if I might be a member in the future, yes or no, if it is interesting for me, yes or no. Maybe it's good to know, by example, from When we as P60 Amsterdam were entering Trans-Europol in 2004, I was calling my colleagues from the Melkweg and said, is it something nice? Is it something for us to Trans-Europol? Should we be a member or not? Is it interesting? And really they gave me the best answer. They said, it's totally up to you what you get out of it. And so don't expect that everybody offering you all kinds of concrete projects, and just walk around, talk with people, and make collaborations. So you are totally in charge of what you can get out of it, out of Trans-Europol. If you do that, you get a lot out of it. So, but it's really on your own initiatives. I think this will come back later. Creative Lenses, P60 is one of the partners. Trans-Europol is a partner, and some other members are partners in this. This is about building up business models in the cultural sector. It's going from 2015 to 2019. This is to make a kind of toolkit to make cultural organizations more sustainable. And I bought a lot of things with it, where it's very short description, how many workshops, what kind of meetings, and whatever it is. So I will put it in the information table there later. Europe Grand Central. This is a project 2015-2017. It just ended. It was all kinds of projects which has to do with the topic of crossing border. Also a lot of Trans-Europol was partner, but also some members of Trans-Europol were partner in this project. It just ended, but it's going on independently as a kind of global Grand Central, where if you are interested as a member, you can go on and be part of the follow-up of this project.
Okay, then we are also working locally in the south of Sweden, where we are based. We have a grant from the region to work on including cultural organizations in that part of Sweden into international projects. And this is Chrissy who's in charge of this. And she's not going to say a lot, you don't have time, but she's here if you want to ask. Just to say that we work locally as well as internationally. And then on our website we have several publications. I'm just going to flip through because you can go and look for yourself if you're interested. Some things that came out of projects, like this one. This is a very nice, when is it from, Jose? It's from 2000, so it's not so young, but it has great photos in it. Another one, do-it-yourself guide. This is also one that has little kind of snapshots of all kinds of practical things, photos, examples, nice to flip through. I'm just going to end now actually by saying that the thing is also that every member in Trans-Europol has some story to tell, how they got the house, what happened. This is, for instance, a photo from Ambasada in Timișoara, Romania. So you can guess what was happening in that building before they moved in. Yes, it was a hat factory. I really like this photo. So every member of Trans-Europol has a story like that to tell. What was in the building before? How did it happen? And so what we just want to encourage you all is to go and look for the stories. Ask the people who are here. So I don't know what time it is. If we have.
It's 9 before 2.
Okay, so some questions or some remarks?
Are there some, but you can, we only have 9 minutes left, so it's better to, we are, maybe the people who are in the ExCom or in the office of Trans-Europol can stand up so that you know what kind of people you can ask all kinds of questions the next days. They are here. And maybe it's also nice to know a little bit, so if it is possible with the camera, just because I think everybody is very curious. Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Izolation, self-visualization.
Hi, I'm from Ukraine. I work for the British Council, but I also am a co-founder of an independent theatre center here in Kiev.
I'm also from Ukraine, from Lviv Gem Factory Art Center.
The same.
I know this is Mika, but I will introduce her later also.
Hi, I'm from the Netherlands. I'm a student and here digging up some information on what Trans-Europe Halls is for my research.
I'm from Romania on behalf of Bakelit Hungary.
I'm from France, Lyon. Work for Taverne Gutenberg.
All first time. You are from? Slovakia.
I am Gabriela from Lithuania, from Arts Printing House. I am a member of TEH, so I'm not the first time here.
Did I hit everyone? You're also for the first time here.
Hi, I'm from Helsinki, Finland, in cable factory, Kaapelitehdas.
Hi, I'm Dominique. I'm from the UK, from Village Underground.
Okay. Did I not forget anybody? No. So it's Isolatia. So yeah. Okay, we are finishing this. So come to us if you have questions, and I hope, or we hope, all the people who are so dedicated to this Trans-Europe network, that is already why it is existing for 33 years, really have a very good time. It's very nice, organized by the people here in Kiev. And come to us, have questions, share your ideas, and I hope that you are all going away with a big smile, with a lot of ideas, with a lot of inspiration, and also come back to the next meeting, because then we did some good work together. Have a nice meeting. Thank you.